Hello everyone, hope you're doing well. Welcome, of course, to week 8. We're going to be looking at health communication, so transitioning from the writing process, APA writing, to health communication. So how do we communicate with our patients? What's the best way, of course, to reaching them on a continuum that they understand? So it's really important. I put a cool video in here. It really will make you think. It's about 10 years old or so, but healthcare organization put it out there. So watch this, the empathy video. It's called Human Connection to Patient Care. Be sure to watch that. It's really important, and it's kind of touching. Also, another thing to note, so in the lecture, you're going to see it says chapter 9. It's the same chapter. It's just the version of the textbook when it changed. They flipped chapters into different places. So you're really on chapter 7 this week, but in the lecture, it's going to say chapter 9. Don't worry about that. It's the same material. It's the same thing. It's just a different number. So make sure you read chapter 7 textbook, and don't worry about it saying chapter 9. It is chapter 7. It's the same thing. Another thing, there's a couple of different files I put in here, interviewing techniques in patient care. So how to talk to patients, how to talk to them in a way that, of course, is like interview back and forth. So it's based on patient care interviews. Feel free to take a look at it. It's just like FYI, nothing that you have to memorize or anything like that. And then another question that a lot of times I get asked, how are physicians taught to communicate with patients? Here's an interesting study that I included that you can take a look at. I think it's super cool. And you honestly might have to open this through the PMI library, which is fine, but actually it's all here still, so that's good. But you can also open it through the PMI library, so take a look at that whenever you get time. The Agency for Healthcare Quality and Research is another thing that's out there. A lot of people know about this. It's kind of a hospital healthcare standard, so they help oversee quality for patient care practice, both ambulatory and acute care. So take a look at that. Healthcare privacy is going to look at HIPAA, privacy and security laws, another thing that's important. And I included health communication PowerPoint slides. Reminder, those slides, they say chapter 9, but it's chapter 7 in the version 2 of the textbook, and there's not really any difference. So don't stress over that by any means. And I think in general you're gonna really, I think you'll really enjoy the PowerPoint slide because it's got a lot of great information in it. Because it of course correlates with the lecture. Again, only thing due this week is your discussion board post, no homework. So I'm looking forward to seeing what your thoughts are on the videos here and of course chapter 7. But if you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out to me. We're really navigating through this course nicely, already through week 8, and we're moving along quite well. Let's look really quickly at what's coming up next. Bit of a sneak peek. I know you can see it in the course schedule, but next week we do have our APA paper and presentation. So that'll open up next week, and you'll be able to submit it early. It's going to be due, your APA paper and presentation will be due, of course, in a few weeks. So if this week starts on the 28th per se, and it's going to be due on the 4th. So the APA paper and presentation will be due on August 11th, right? So let's make sure we prepare for that and make sure you're working on it now because you don't want to wait till the last minute. If you have any questions related to it, just let me know. I know a lot of you have already done a lot of work so far on the paper and presentation. Reach out again if you need anything. I'm looking forward to hearing your thoughts about health communication, and I'm anxious to see what the discussion board post will look like. Thanks so much.